Alright, so this is part 1 of our sulfur allotropes lab. I already have the propane torches set up. However, I'm not going to light it just yet. First thing we're going to do is we are going to acquire some sulfur. Now this is elemental sulfur. There is no other substance present herein. The first sulfur allotrope that we are going to be creating will be monoclinic. And if you take a little bit too much, just pour it back. We have our test tube tongs. We do not want to be holding this as the glass gets hot. Do not need quite that much flame. Adjust your flame down to where it needs to be. Only need a smallish flame. We don't need to have it in there too long. So we're going to wave it back and forth like this. And you'll notice almost immediately the sulfur begins to melt. And one thing I'm going to go ahead and do as a demonstration that you do not want to do, so I'm going to heat this up a little much, and you will notice it has begun to turn orange. It's all right if it turns a little orange. You don't want to go too far with it. So if that happens, if it happens to happen, you're going to shake it back and forth pretty aggressively like this, and it'll start to go away. We're back to a relatively yellow liquid. Starting to get orange again. Shake it a bit. And so I have mostly liquid now, still a little bit of solid. I want to make sure it becomes all liquid. But as this is finishing, I have a piece of filter paper here. Wow, the lights just went out. Moving. All right, and with this piece of filter paper, I am going to fold it in half. And then in half again, so that I end up with a quarter circle. And I am actually just about good on this. I'm going to take this glass funnel over here. I will open up my filter paper. Notice how it's folded in half. You're going to open one side of it so that it forms a nice funnel. You will stick it in the bottom of your glass funnel. Just a little bit more. I'm going to call it good. And so I have a little bit of an orange tone to mine. That doesn't matter. So I'm going to take this now, and I'm going to then pour it into my filter paper. set this aside, and I'm going to actually go ahead and bring the camera over for this next bit. Because what's happening, if I can adjust the camera, or what's going to be happening, you can already see around the edge. Oh, please adjust, won't you? There you go. We have some crystals beginning to form. And these crystals are spreading across the surface of the liquid pool of sulfur gradually. So these are the monoclinic crystals that are currently forming. And they're going to spread across the surface of our little puddle like ice on a pond from the edge towards the center. And we're going to wait for it. We're going to wait for these crystals to spread all the way to the center. There we go. Now I'm going to take this out. And sorry, you're not going to be able to see this. I'm going to open it up. Come on. So I had a little bit of a spiel, but that's okay. And so here you can see these nice big spiky monoclinic lovelinesses. All the very spiky. They're very hard already, even though I just took them out. This is still rather warm. I can hold my finger on it, but I can feel that it is quite warm. So let's put this lens that lets us see things up close onto here. Turning. There's some nice monoclinics. Lovely.